Good morning. This is the Great Basin Fire potential briefing for Sunday, July 5th. We're looking at above normal temperatures returning today to all areas. Some thunderstorms in western areas today, shifting over into eastern areas Monday and Tuesday. We do have high risk for these conditions. Overall, fire danger very high to extreme in the southern half of the geographic area. Northern areas got some good moisture 7 to 10 days ago, but they will be rapidly drying out as well. Do have a lightning threat across western areas of Nevada, maybe tickling southwest Idaho today, and that activity shifts northward and eastwards. It's the southern half of that area that where the lightning will be ongoing over the fuels that are extremely dry. Please refer to our fuel and fire behavior advisory for more details in those areas. There will be some winds also along the Nevada, western Utah border down in the south Monday and Tuesday, along with the lightning exiting, and then hot, dry weather moves in from west to east. Overall, satellite imagery shows a little different picture. We have a little tiny piece of the monsoon, not the full-fledged one, but just enough to trigger some clouds, some mid-level moisture, and with the daytime heating, some afternoon thunderstorms. No lightning or precip the last 24 hours. Over the past 10 days, pretty dry across the southern half of the geographic area. A lot of this moisture we're seeing in parts of Idaho and some of that heavy rain, that was about 6 to 8 days ago, and things have significantly dried since then. Initial attack picking up a little bit in some areas in the south and in the west, so we see a lot more smaller fires. Fortunately, not a lot of wind to move it just yet. The ERC point map shows a lot of the southern half of the area, 90th to 97th percentile, even locally higher in some regions, so to keep an eye on that. Overall, we have high pressure, kind of the Four Corners high starting, a little piece of the monsoon. You notice the green doesn't extend solidly all the way into Mexico, but enough to bring some clouds and some isolated thunderstorms today, and that activity shifts into Utah. Tomorrow we see the areas in the black and a little bit of green, drier, hotter air working in from the west over the next couple of days. Now we do have high risk for lightning over northwestern areas from the parts of the Sierra Front into northwest Nevada today. That activity shifts eastwards into the higher terrain of Utah and the Arizona Strip tomorrow. Also some wind concerns following up on the backside of some of that lightning, and some wind concerns also in the vicinity of our large fires on Tuesday. Not a lot of wind, but just 20 to 30 miles an hour. You'll see through here some of the winds on the top here. Sunday, and expanding a little bit on Monday. Some gusts maybe 35 in some of those areas. That could be problematic, and lingering breezes 20 to 30 miles an hour on Tuesday. See how dry the humidities are today. They come up a little bit tomorrow and Tuesday. The atmosphere moistens up just enough with some of that thunderstorm activity, and kind of hard to see just some specks of moisture through here on Sunday, which is typical of dry lightning. And the activity shifts a little bit eastwards Monday. We see some stuff in Utah and some stuff not really reaching the ground, but there could be some precipitation still occurring. Lightning is a possibility. Same thing on Tuesday. Looking down the road, days 4 through 6, high pressure starts getting squeezed out off the coast, so no longer the Four Corners high. That's blocking monsoonal moisture, so drier, hotter conditions coming through. You see our PSAs responding accordingly. Some breezes in the Snake River Plain on Wednesday, otherwise lighter winds with the high pressure, but bone dry humidity through the period. Maybe some isolated storms in southern Idaho on Wednesday, otherwise precip starts tapering off. And the temperature change, if you think today is hot, wait till next Saturday. Temperatures shooting up another 4 to 8 degrees from where they currently are. Summing things up on our 7-day, again, high risk the next 2 or 3 days, mostly with the lightning, but some with the winds down south, and then a very significant warming or drying trend with the hottest, driest weather of the year moving in. 6 to 10 day above normal temperatures. There is a possibility of monsoonal moisture pushing up into the western Great Basin. We'll see on this. Some models are differing, so definitely not a certainty. This concludes our briefing. Have a great day.